JJ here. So here's where we kind of left off. We've got just to the bridge on there just to check our spacing and look, overall look. We have the pick guard on there, of course. That's a little bit of today's project after I finish this, is to go ahead and flow some of this resin over here to give this a really nice tough finish. We'll probably do 2 coats on that. This resin hardens at what they consider a shore hardness. I believe that's for plastics, or at least for resins. That's pretty tough. I cast this in molds and turn it on a lathe, and they are quite tough pieces. So yeah, I'm real happy with that kind of finish. It's almost bulletproof. But all the colors, of course, I've got tons of different colors we could have gone with on this. I was going for, as was affirmated by a comment on my video, that this was a kind of a galaxy look, and that is exactly what I was looking for. And I'm so happy to hear that maybe somebody else actually sees what I see, and that's a comfort. But what I'm getting at right today now, we've got the body pretty well mapped out. We'll be doing some flow type wipe down with this epoxy, because it self-levels. Everything's got to be all day, and everything has to be, I have to put a 10 over this when I do it, after I'm done with it. And we'll do several finishes to get to that luster and depth that we're looking for. Similar of a previous project, and I know the lighting in here really sucks, but that's kind of, there is so much depth to that, and I know I can't possibly transfer that onto the camera, but that's what I was going for here, and we're getting there. My next problem though is, and tell me in the comment, give me a comment, what am I going to do with this neck? Okay, obviously the fretboard, we've got to dress the frets and get all that proper and done. Once we get done with the body, we'll transfer ourselves to that. And we'll come up with a shape here after we put our tuning, machine tuners in place. But this neck turned out tight, by the way, after doing this acrylic pour, which gave me just a wonderfully tight joint here. If I just go clear coat on this, I don't know. It's a hell of a contrast, but should I maybe go with a dark black tint, not a mica powder, but a tint, and just blacken that, masking all that off, of course, and let you be able to see the wood grain kind of in there, but be mostly blackened out. And then we can just kind of knock it down if we want to in luster. I don't know. We're definitely going to have this high gloss, so that might end up high gloss as well. But that's what I've got to look forward to here, folks. Please hit the subscribe button down below if you would, please. All you guys in the guitar build off, kudos to your efforts. I've been looking over, just previous to doing this, been looking over a lot of the entries and just am astounded at the creative flow out there. Keep it up. Everybody try to get together, trade notes. This is my first time build. Granted, I have a lot of other woodworking skills, and they all transfer about the same. I can create that with what I have here in my shop. I still do need to get a decent leveling beam for sanding at a 12-inch radius. Definitely going to be reviewing a lot of everybody's ideas on dressing frets and leveling frets and making sure that I get that picture perfect. I'm glad the deadline back into October. My schedule, because I work a full-time day job also, although I've been off for a little bit after some surgeries. But this is the perfect opportunity for me to dive into this and really get after it. So today, I guess, I'm going to go after that pick guard. I'm going to roll over this idea on the neck a little more, and then it's time to dress the back side of this and figure out what I want to do. There are some, this wood is incredibly soft. Not sure what it's made out of, it's light. The neck weighs 2 pounds more than the body. So I may have to carve out a cavity back here and add some lead or some solid billet, whatever I can find to put in there, and then I'll just epoxy it in and do this finish. All I'm going to do with the back so far is just to give it a good black coat and get rid of the seed. I'm pretty sure you can see the impressions that even on a padded workbench, anything down below here just presses right into that. And I may use that. I don't know. I'm almost toying with the idea of putting a pattern in there somehow and filling it in just with a little bit of epoxy. And see, maybe just as simple as like a pin string almost. And one of these agreeable colors or multitudinous amounts thereof. Let me know what you think. Until then, check out everybody else in the competition. Definitely get in it if you're not. Kick guitars, there's a lot of them out there. A lot of these, the really master luthiers that are in this kind of started this whole thing have kick guitars, and I could not afford those. This one was in my price range. It was a return, and it's a short scale, which nobody seems to really want. I can understand after reading about that. A lot of it to do with the depth. You don't get the resonance that you do with a 34-inch scale. And I knew that going into this, but since the price is right, and I really, really wanted to play with this finish, this is the way I went. And granted, I did this long before I learned about the Great Guitar Build-Off. The Great Guitar Build-Off is a result, or my entry is a result of diving into instructional videos on how to build a guitar. So I figure all this out, because I really do want some, want to make me a full-scale 34-inch fretless. And I know a great source for some wonderful ebony. I also know a great source here locally. I already have walnut. I've got some great one. I'm pretty sure the body will all be walnut. And the shape of the body is still up for grabs. I'm going for something semi-exotic, so you never know where my head's going to go. I can guarantee you that. Till then, stay upright and breathing and creating. See you later.